My name is Oluwole Aboyade, and you are welcome. For those of you who are in space, you are welcome to the class of Creativity and Design here at Covenant University. We're in the postgraduate class, and our topic today is the Aseity of the Creator as it relates to the origin of color. The origin of color is associated with creation. And the envelope you have today that I've shared with you, if you need to express on those envelopes, we have colors over here. You can see the colors and other tools for you to do so. I will encourage you because that is how we determine your participation in this class. Now, we have to look back a little bit to an event that took place in this spiritual environment. You are in a spiritual environment over here, and that's why I said we should open everything up to space and all of the intelligences that are available. It's very, very crucial. Now, you will also be viewing some stuff here. I will be calling you, according to the color you have, to look at the meaning of what you are wearing on this laptop. So this doesn't really matter in creation. Now, what we're going to do today is first we have to look at Shiloh, one of the popular events that took place in this environment. And something was very, very important in the expression on the altar of Shiloh 2023. It has become a design. And if you are, how many of you attended Shiloh 2023? Okay, so we have a few. So this is what Papa said. Bishop David Oyedepo said, whatever is not good is not God. How many of you remember him saying that? You remember, right? Now, what he said became a design full of colors. I can turn this into a t-shirt and wear it. And you see how that works. It's a gradual process. Now, the reason why I refer to that is because it's an absolute truth. That's why we have Facebook today. And I'm going to call somebody to come and interact with this system. So let's just move the system here. So okay, good. And the person will be able to come and read for us what Aseity is. So it's going to be an interactive section. Now, whatever you're looking at here, you are looking at Facebook dashboard. Don't worry about the fact that we're not able to see it here. I think it's a plus for us because there are environments where you don't have this luxury and you must adapt. That's why I talked about adaptability development goals. We will talk about that later before we finish the entire class. Now, you will be looking at the Facebook dashboard when you come over here. Everything you are looking at has already been viewed by everybody in that space for the planet of mind. Facebook is the planet of mind because you are answering the algorithmic question for the past 20 years, saying what's on your mind. Indirectly, you are creating. Consciously and unconsciously, that's what's happening there. And the Aseity is spelled as A-S-E-I-T-Y. Aseity, A-S-E-I-T-Y. If you are a Yoruba, you are used to Ashe, which is A-S-E. Just put I-T-Y in front. You have Aseity. So we're looking at the topic today, like I said before, is the Aseity of the Creator as it relates to the source of color, which is true light. And you will see how the presentation will go. So now we know that color helps us to see beauty. How many of you agree with that? Yes. Color allows us to see beauty. But it has source. And that is why we're talking about the Aseity of the Creator. Now, what is Aseity? So we're going to call the first person to come and help us look at what is Aseity on the Facebook space, which is the planet of mind. And I think the first person I'm going to allow this. My sister, please come over. Yes. So she would be the first person, and this looks like a pulpit, right, in the church. So this is our first bishop here now. So she's looking at the book according to the class of in 100 years from now. This Facebook will be like the Bible. As a matter of fact, this is how they're going to. In 100 years from now, they will say the book according to the class of creativity and design. On social date and social time. Please go ahead. And please help us start from here. Is it Facebook? This is, I think, confirmed. It's Facebook, right? Yeah. So help us. Hold on. Please go. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, so, and please be loud so that everybody can hear you. So she's looking at the Facebook dashboard now. So first of all, we want to know how healthy is whatever you're learning in this class, how healthy it is. And for you to know the health of what you're learning, we've used Facebook algorithm to determine that because it's not manipulated. It's the planet of mind. So go ahead and read. Yeah.
Alright. The question here is how healthy is your page? Complete this action to keep improving creativity and design. Then the page health is excellent.
Okay, now you can. So the page health is excellent, and excellent is Aseity. As a matter of fact, that's the Aseity of the creator, the one without what? Error. So if Facebook is saying what you are learning has no error, that's the Aseity of the creator. Now go ahead, tell us what Aseity is. Read.
Alright. God's Aseity is one of the most unknown and underappreciated attributes. This attribute marks the difference between the creator and his creation. It is linked to eternity, in that it is an eternal being, and that before all things he was. Aseity from Latin means a from, and okay, the a there is it means from, and the s means self, then plus the plus means excellent. Is the property by which a being exists of and from itself. It refers to the Christian belief that God does not depend on any cause other than himself for his existence, realization, or aim, and has within himself his own reason of existence. This represents God as absolutely independent and self-existent by nature. Many Jewish and Muslim theologians have also believed God to be independent in his ways. This quality of independence and self-existence has been affirmed under various names by theologians going back to antiquity.
Please clap for her. Thank you very much. So, in other words, the Aseity of the creator is the self-sustainability of the creator, in whom everything around him is existing. That means, you're welcome. Yes, that's right. So, please sit down. Let me just interrupt a little bit. For those who just came in, if you're just coming in, please raise up your hand so that I can give you an envelope. Anybody else? So please, on the envelope, when we start our practical, and you can be jotting some of the things you're going to use to do your design down now. Because we're going to be doing some design like every other person. So the Aseity, for those just coming in, our topic today is the Aseity of the creator as it relates to the source of colors that allows us to see beauty. And you know, if you are living and you can't see beauty, you are dead. So you need to know the source of color. Now, the Aseity of the creator is the self-sustainability of that being in whom everything has no error. Just like the Facebook has affirmed that the page is excellent without error. Now, in English language, when you have an expression, it comes with a command. Listen to me again. In English language, when you have an expression, it comes with what? A command. Now, the reason why a lot of us, we hear something and accept what we're hearing is because we don't know the command in the expression we're hearing. So most of the time, we don't delete. We don't use our delete button. We don't reject, even though we have the choice to do so. But today, you are going to see how powerful that is in this class. Now, the good thing about the digital device is anytime you see a camera, that's the eyes of space. And space is not human. I need to tell you that. Now, in this class, you are in the presence of the creator because this is Canaan land. It is what? A spiritual environment. Everything is welcome, including evil. This is where you put to test your what? What do you put to test here? Your command. If you have anything powerful, bring it here. The first set of people that were before you, I told them the only class that can beat China in creativity is this class. And we've done so. And that's why she read it for you. A lot of you will be reading the same thing. Everything you will be reading on that dashboard of Facebook will come with the algorithm of excellency, no error. I did not pay them to write that. I did not call anybody to do that. It's what is there on your mind. Now, Aseity also gave birth to Genesis. And that's why you saw that in the Bible, the Creator said, let there be the heavens and the earth. He created the heavens and the earth first. And that is space. If the Creator did not create heaven and earth, which is, how many of you agree that heaven and earth is space? Yes. If there's no time, if there's no space, you can't put anything inside. My sister, all the things inside your bag. If the bag is not there, where are you going to put it? So you must create space, is the first thing in creation. Without space, even a woman carrying a baby first has the belly to do so. The man carrying the sperm has a body to do so. Without the body, there's nothing. That's why you saw that the self-sustainability of the Creator, the body that has everything in you and outside of you in its or her presence. Now, the good thing about the Aseity of the Creator, it comes with command. And after he created the heavens and the earth, he had to bring ability to see the beauty in that space. And that's what led to, let there be light. And there was what? What is that? That is a command. Let there be light. And there was what? Light. That is what gave birth to color. That's the source of color. If the command was not there, you will have ability to see nothing. If there was no command, you will have ability to do what? See nothing. And now let me give you an example. Now, from here we're going to go to the next person will be coming to read. So that's Genesis 1 verse 3. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. Now that we know the command of the Creator, the Aseity of the Creator, gave us ability to have light, to see beauty. What's in beauty? The number one thing we know that is visible, that we didn't use our computer, we didn't use our paint, our color to do is what? And is in space. What is it? Huh? Huh? Sky? Okay, any other person wants to try? That is full of colors. Rainbow, thank you. The rainbow is full of all the colors you can see here. There's no color here that you can use for design that is not present in the rainbow, both secondary and primary, and it's very visible. Did you use your computer to do that? Is there an error in that design? That's the Aseity of the Creator. That's space. Now, once you now move from that, you are going to the next one. And I want somebody, now let's look at what is the definition of color. So that we will now see if light gave birth to color. You know, we are coming from the Aseity now, and we're using the Bible, which all of us hold as a global truth. So somebody will be coming, and my sister over here, please stand up. Your turn. So she's going to also look at the Facebook dashboard and be able to tell us the definition of colors. Please come over. And be loud so that everybody can hear you. First, read here.
How healthy is your faith? Complete these actions to keep improving creativity and design. Page health, excellent. Compared to similar pages with high engagement. Okay.
Yeah.
Color is light and the eye's perception of visible light. Then there's a picture of the spectrum of color.
Thank you. Go ahead. Now, she's reading what's on Facebook. Before I came to class, everybody associated to Facebook is already looking at that, leaving comments, saying what they believe. If it's not true, if it's bad, if it's not good for you, will you see that page health there? It will not be excellent. That's the new way. That's the new classroom. And there's a lot of people fighting that classroom because of those who have manipulated creation. They don't like that platform. Because that platform is no respecter of a being that has a body. If you manipulate space, it will disintegrate that body and put that body in an entire state of unrest. That's the way space is. Most of you, I don't want you to experience that. So I will give you a caution. There's a place in the Bible that addresses that, as in Job 17, verse 5. He said, to those who flatter and do propaganda against their neighbor, their children's eyes shall do what? Fail. That's the caution. If a politician comes to you and give you money and say, I want you to do a campaign about that my opponent that is a criminal, and you know the person is not that thing, and you take the money and go and do it, my friend, that money will eventually kill you and your entire family. That's propaganda. Never you be involved. Anything that has to do with the tarnishment of somebody else's image or being, don't do it. Cease from it. Because in everybody, the creator exists. That's why they say we made them in our own what? Image. So I'm going to stop at that. But now we know that the definition of color is anything that has ability to have light and change the state of that being, that matter, that subject, that object to what? To become visible. Let me give you an example. If, for example, I use my hands to close your eyes, like this, can you see anything? It is dark. When I remove my hands, light comes in, you start to see color. The color is already there. The light is already there. It's just that something is making you not to see it. But once we remove that veil, you start to see it. So there are spiritual consequences of colors. Some of us were color blind. How many of you know that some people are color blind? Yes. And color blind can affect your spirituality. Because some of us, we have both the physical color blind and the spiritual color blind. That is true. In America, there are some people that don't like black people. How many of you know that? They can't stand anything black. If they say black man, they don't want to live around that place. How many of you know that? Yeah. Some of them are not, it might not be that they don't like the black man, it's just that they've been taught to grow up with the idea that black people are not good. It's not their fault, it's what they grew up with. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's the color that is making the person to be scared. If that person was white, will the white be scared? No. So you can see what color can do. That's why we have to know the meaning of color and how they are related to creativity and design. And that's why I took you back to the Bible to show you the source of color as it relates to our faith and our belief. Now let's move on. So the next thing we're going to look at is that now that we see the definition of color, color is light and the highest perception of visible light. In a layman's word, let me simplify it for you. Color is anything that gives you ability to see, to alter, to create what is beautiful. I know beauty could have ugly side and, let's use negative side and positive side. Beauty can have negative and positive side. Some people don't like some colors. No matter how you beg them, they will say, that is not my color. They will not wear it. Sure, you know. It's not because the color will kill them. Their body just doesn't like that kind of color. There are some churches that they don't wear certain colors. You know that, right? Celestial Church. They don't wear certain colors to their church now. It's only white they wear. So what are you saying? Is it not the color they are choosing? That shows you there is spirituality connected to what? Color. There are some churches you cannot wear any other color apart from that white inside that space. If you wear any other color into that space, they'll tell you, excuse me, please go outside. Why are they doing that? You go to Celestial Church and you're wearing black and black, black and black. What do you think they will do to you? Deliverance. Okay, deliverance. They will try deliverance. But you can imagine, what? Is it not color? It's color. That concentrate on that gift on Valentine's Day. If they just open it and see the color they don't, like say, please, 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 please. And you'll be wondering, I just spent over 1 million naira on this gift and you don't like it. You say, that, you know, that's not my color. How many of you have had that experience? There are people like that. It doesn't matter how much it costs, it is the color. So why are they particular about color? Race in America is all about color. It's about black and white. Can you see how even in some religious sector, if you go to like Dubai, you go to like the king of Saudi Arabia, you can't wear black and be entering there now. You see all of them with that white stuff and gold thingy. That's their color. You can't go there and just be wearing any other color. Why are they choosing a color? There's a reason why. So that's why we have to know the meaning of colors, we have to understand them, and we have to know how to use them. Remember, we started from introduction to creativity and design, went into design thinking, now we're learning about colors. We're moving gradually because all of these things you have to know before you start using your software and your hardware. If not, you will just be creating, and one company like you who is into marketing, and I'm sure you've heard this, you probably gave a product to a company to design something for you, and your boss will just call you and say, Mr. Leye, that color is not, we don't want that color at all in that thing. And maybe you've paid the person. You have to call back. Oh yeah, redo it. Boss doesn't like the color. Management says that's not their color. And you paid. You did not take time to do your research and find out, is this color what will represent this company? The owners of that company, they know what they want. You, the employee, you can't just come there and tell them, okay, let me just design this. This is what it's going to look like. See, even the board of directors accept it. One day, somebody will just come from nowhere and say, why did you put this color on this product? Nobody is buying this product because of this color. You will not know. They will tell the board of directors like that. They will just tell the person, who is in charge of our marketing? Fire that person. So you have to know, when somebody employs you and say, you are the person in charge, the creative director in charge of our media section or whatever, or our product branding and so on, or logo design, you have to sit down with that company, know what they stand for. From what they stand for, from their history, you will be able to know the color that will express their meaning without saying a word. That is what colors are for. First you have to ask your boss, excuse me sir, I want to learn the history of this company. I want to learn what you stand for. I want to know what your values are. And then you now go to the color spectrum to now look at the colors that reflect those values before you now start using those colors to design. You don't do that, you will run into a state of unrest.